Ben Johnson. Ben frickin' Johnson. Hey, everybody. My name is Ali. It's my first ever podcast. Lifelong Lions fan. Season ticket holder. And I want to talk to you today about Mr. Ben Johnson taking his talents right over there to Chicago. Where do we start? Well, first things first. For me, you're not even 48 hours. You can't even process the loss is so fresh. Like they literally just got done cleaning out their lockers, and this guy has already signed a contract and agreed to become Chicago's new head coach. Which also, at the same time, we're finding out that he was also assembling his assistant coaches, New Orleans Saints, Dennis Allen, and whoever else he's talking to. So instead of focusing on the task at hand, which was the Washington Commanders, the team with the third worst rushing defense, Mr. Johnson decides, we'll be all right. Let me just go ahead and watch some Caleb Williams highlights. See how I can fix him. Well, now we get the short end of the stick. Lions are eliminated. 15-2 season. First time in franchise history we get that first round bye. And in the end, we got nothing. Nothing but a middle finger. That's how I feel. See, last year was, to me, I can say, last year was a worse loss. Last year hurt more because, well, one, you're literally 30 minutes away from a Super Bowl, right? And same concept last year. You're running the ball down the 49ers' throat. Why don't you keep running the ball? I don't understand. Why do we always got to get cute? Why does he think that he's the smartest man in the room? Dude, run the ball. Run the ball. I get it. We're going to talk about the fourth down and bouncing off the mat, was the ball bouncing off of, who was it, Vildor's face mask. And I get that, Jameer fumbling, but, it's like we always seem to deviate from the game plan, right? Like earlier this year, we lost to the Bucs. And you want to know why we lost to the Bucs? Because I think we threw the ball like 60 times or something like that, some absurd amount of number, and we lost. Our team is built to run the freaking ball. Run the ball, set up your play action, give Goff his time. But I guess in these big moments, he turns into, Clayton Kershaw in the playoffs. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm being serious. In the regular season, this guy is, Lombardi. And then in the playoffs, Lamar Jackson. Like he just can't get it done. And you're going to say, okay, well, he's just an assistant or a coordinator. No, the game was basically lost to me on the second, actually, really the first play of the game, when you put out Montgomery. Montgomery coming back from an injury. You don't know how explosive he is. You got Jahmyr Gibbs, one of the most talented backs in the game. You get the ball to start off at the 40-yard line. You need not even 15 yards, dude. And you're in Jake Bates' field goal range. Should have got 3 points right there. Right there. And then, all right, second drive, you guys drive down, you score. Third drive. Third down and 1. Empty freaking backfield, bro. Empty backfield. You're basically telling Washington, hey, we're throwing the ball on 3rd and 1 instead of putting a running back in the backfield. Make them think, hey, could be a run, play action, whatever it is. You basically tell them we're gonna pass the ball. When on 2nd and 4, you guys ran the ball and there were 6 guys in the box, or 7 guys in the box, 6 and then the linebacker. So then, when they got 4 guys in the box or whatever it was, you guys passed the ball on 3rd and 1. I know you're gonna say Amon-Ra fell and Glasgow, but Glasgow's been getting beat all night. Glasgow was getting beat all night, so I don't want to hear that. That play, you run the ball, get that touchdown, go up 14-3, and the game completely changes. And I firmly believe that we win. We score that touchdown, we win the game. But instead, you want to get cute. We fumble the ball. And then Washington takes over, drives down, scores. Now we drove down, we scored. I get that part. But then again, here we go with pass. And then Jamo, who hasn't thrown a ball in 3 years, you put the game basically on the line with Jamo throwing the ball. Not Goff, Jamo. Playoffs? Yeah, I know what you guys are thinking. But his head wasn't in the game. And that's not fair to us. And that's why I'm upset. Take a head coaching job. Good for you. We're happy for you. We want you to advance. That's the whole point. But the fact that, had you gave us your all and we lost, I'd say, you know what? Hey, he did. He tried. He came back. We ran it back. We tried. It didn't work out. But it just all seems so, I don't know. I don't want to say fishy, but something is off. His mind wasn't there. That shiny new Chicago job that he wanted, that's where his head was at. And you can't convince me any other way. I'm sorry, but you can't. So now we'll see him twice a year. Honestly, I don't think he's head coaching material. He's a great coordinator, but he's not head coaching material. I don't think so. Aaron Glenn is more of a head coach than Ben Johnson is. Ben Johnson's a better coordinator than Aaron Glenn is. But I don't see it. 38 years old. You're gonna go in there like you're the smartest guy in the room. I watch this guy at training camp. There was a play they were running. I forget what it was, and somebody had ran the wrong route. When I tell you, he took his clipboard and slammed it on the ground. He started screaming, and I'm looking at him. I'm like, dude, I get it. It's training camp, but just relax. Like that was a bit much. So I don't know. If you ask me, I think 2-3 years max. And he flames out, because it seems like all these coaches that have been in Chicago, besides for Lovie Smith, have just tanked. It's hard. It's not easy. And I don't think Caleb Williams is the guy. And I think he made a big mistake, to be honest with you. If you want my advice, I would have waited one more year. Not because I wanted him to come back, selfishly, of course, but because there are better jobs. And I feel like next year, Pittsburgh doesn't win another playoff game, then that job will be open. That's a job. Cincinnati, that's another one. I mean, you have different jobs. And by the way, the longer that you wait and the more successful you are, the more you get paid. So you're going to say, well, he got $13 million. Who's to say he wouldn't have got 15, 16 next year? The Lions won a Super Bowl. How much do you think they would have paid him? So I don't want to hear that. But that's really it. I just wanted to come out here and talk to you guys about, Ben Johnson leaving us. And I'm going to make another video about the game. I was there. I'll share some of my insight. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. Hopefully, you like it. Give me a subscribe. All 3 of you that are watching it. Hopefully I get at least 3 people. And we'll see you soon. Thank you.